Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Mentality. I brought you out on this cold Monday morning to get the tour done, just because I have the time to do it today. So Monday it is, and it is chilly, but let's get into this. Alright, I just did a video, so you'll have to go back and watch it on the lemon balm and mint and the properties of health benefits of growing it in your yard. But let's get in here and check out the cilantro and the beets and all that stuff. So here we go. This is cilantro, and it does grow well in the fall. Can you see? I might have to get a little closer to the beets. Try not to step on stuff. And there. There's my beets coming in. The red stems is a good indicator that these are the red beets. The golden beets, just because I know the leaves, but here you can see that they're more golden down towards the bottom. And we have several that's come up. The kale, these are mustard greens here. No, they're not. What is that? It's a different variety of kale. I'm sorry, I got lost in my thinking here. If you'll notice up here, no more okra. I have filled this Vago bed with its guts per se, because we are going to be bringing in dirt to fill this up in the spring. But right now, this does not carry diseases like your tomato plants do, but so we're dropping chopped and dropped, putting it in. Now Bruce has another little pepper growing right here, and they're tiny baby, and they're hot. They're so stinking hot, but he likes them, so that's all that matters. You can see we've got a marigold. Let's zoom you back out, sorry. A marigold growing up here in the middle of the kale, and they're just popping everywhere. And this stuff here, right here, is chickweed. We just let it go. It does not hurt nothing. It's just a good ground cover. Here are some more turnip greens growing here. The kale. Marigolds are still hanging on. It's still in the 40s. Let's check and see if we have any little sprouts coming up from the garlic, and I don't see any, so that's okay. I just planted them Friday. It takes them a while. And now you can see the purple cabbage. Let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see the pretty purple on it. And then here is some other cabbage right here. It's just a regular variety cabbage. And then more of the turnips here. Of course, we got the butterhead lettuce in the Vago bed there, and the broccoli and kale growing. Now I can walk kind of down the center of this because I tore out the, whatchamacallit, okra. And here are the carrots. They really began to take off, and we still got kale and cauliflower in this bed. The little onions, it took them about 2 weeks to get up and above, but there's about 200 in here, and so garlic won't be far behind. And then the other kale, or not kale, collard greens and mustard greens. Now you can see there is a tree down in my yard. Bruce has slowly been cleaning up the fence line, getting all these little trees up, getting them ready for next year's firewood. So just finding the right angle here for the swing, because it's sitting in the middle of the yard now instead where where it usually sits. So I feel like I'm crooked. My phone's crooked. Let's see. Yeah, slightly crooked. Let's get you. Sorry, y'all. So, yeah, it's cold. I have a friend who needs prayer. His name's Gary. If you would just lift him up in prayer, I'd appreciate it. Got lung cancer, and he was baptized last night, so it was really good. And a lot of emotions was in last night's being who. Keep Gary in your prayer. It is cold. My fingers are nice and red and pink. Should have put on my gloves, but it is what it is, so let's put them in my pocket. Cold season is coming. That means winter. So if you have any spare money and you're budgeting for coats and jackets and hats and socks and all the things to help keep you warm, go ahead, go to your thrift stores, look for wool products, and that would be wool socks, gloves, hats, sweaters, and wool blankets. If you get wet and you have wool, if the wool gets wet, you'll still stay warm. If you see sleeping bags with down in them or down covered or any covers, pick them up. It's always better to have extra cover in your house, and fold them up, put them in the bottom of your closet or something. Blankets are another way to help keep you warm. So if you don't have a wood heater in your house, and if you can afford a wood heater, I would get a wood heater. With everything else going sky high and rocketing, I didn't even look today to see how high natural gas is. I know a lot of people and people in my family heat with natural gas. So this is the one thing I'm gonna say about that. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of warm. Ain't nothing like wood heat. Central heat and air is almost a joke. It just feels like it's blowing cold air, and it's supposed to be warm. We do have central heat and air. Don't get me wrong. We have it, but there's ways to help your household heat. Make sure that if check seals around the doors. If you can see light coming through any part of your door, you need to replace seals on your door. Windows, now everybody can afford new windows, so if you got older windows, and a lot of people don't want to put the plastic up. You can put plastic on the inside of your window and use painter's tape. That way you're not pulling tape or paint off of your walls, but you still got the plastic to help keep the heat in. I've seen where people put black trash bags up. Probably you could do it in a bedroom if you're needing to sleep, and that what that does is the black trash bag kind of absorbs heat, so it's from outside when the sun's shining, and kind of keeps your room cozy. What else? You can make microclimates in your home. So if you're just heating one room, let's say you lost power, okay? Power's out. Well, we've seen what happened in Texas a few years ago. We've seen, like, with hurricanes and ice storms and wind, trees coming down, knocking power lines out. We've seen all the things that can interrupt our power system. Do you have a generator to keep your freezers going, to keep your stuff cold? Because food's important. Yeah, you don't want all that food going to rot in your freezer. A generator can also be used some on heat, but I wouldn't use it for heat. I would use it to keep my refrigerators or whatever going. I would use kerosene heaters in your house if you don't have gas heat. If you're relying on gas heat and your power's out, in a room that's not, leave somewhere with a window cracked. I know we're trying to keep heat in, but make sure you have carbon monoxide carbon monoxide sensors, so if it gets dangerous you can cut it off and you get out of the house and you get to safety. If you're heating your house with gas, you should always have the carbon monoxide warnings sensors in the home. If you use kerosene of any sort in the home, you should also have carbon monoxide detectors. That's the word, detectors, so you can get out of the house, get to safety. As far as I know, wood doesn't put off when we use it in our wood heater and our before that our fireplace. It's smoky as long as your chimney's clear, and you should be fine. If you want a carbon monoxide detector, you can buy one. If you got a good draft pulling up through your chimney, I pretty much say you're okay. But the detectors are wise to have in your home, period. So let's say your power's out for whatever reason, you can't go to a friend's house or somebody else that may have power because you're snowed in or whatever. Making microclimates. Do you have a tent? Pop that tent open. It's best to do it. If it's small enough, you can put it on a bed. That's the way you've got boundaries between you and the floor, so you're not being cold and it's not zapping and making you colder. Just like when you're camping, you've got mats you rolled out on the ground. You can do that. Sleep together in one bed. Put your children in your bed with you. If you got dogs or pets, let them sleep with you. You're giving body heat off. Cuddle with your significant other if they sleep in the same room with you and whatnot. But you can wear toboggans to bed. You can dress in layers. You get hot, you pull them off. You don't want to sweat. Sweat will make you sick and dangerous in that scenario. So yeah, it's time to hit the flea markets, buy extra cover, blankets, stuff to help you stay warm. Insulate your windows. I've even seen people use bubble wrap as an insulator on the inside. On those stressful days, you might want to go and pop up a few of your things. But anywho, that's pretty much it for this week. Please keep stocking your food. You might be having to help people out, so stock up. Get your 5 cans of meat, 3 and 2 cans of vegetables, or If you're a vegan, then get all vegetables. You know, do you, boo. But anywho, everybody please stay safe. Please get ready and please get prepared and stay warm. Frontier Mentality signing out.